the fuck is Brick Limon? Have you heard of Brick Limon? Who the fuck is Brick Limon? Have you heard of Brick Limon? Who the fuck is Brick Limon? Have you heard of Brick Limon?
Yeah, I've heard of him, that bald geezer with a camera.
Hi, this is Brick Lyman reporting from Stafford. If you don't know where Stafford is, on your computers, Google it. And I've had a lot of complaints, people chucking the dinners in the bin because they don't like my ugly mush. So I'm out of this episode. You got it? I'm out of this episode. Shell Lemon is going to be doing the rest of this episode, and the band's, of course, for the live music. So enjoy.
So fucking Leech Bleeders, making fun of women's Leech Bleeders, making us get on the Leech Bleeders, he's taking for Jesus.
I'm here with Andy. He's a man of many things. Hello, Andy.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay, first you're here.
I'm being laughed at by these cunts.
And everybody's walking by saying hello. All right, first tonight we're at a TNS tour.
Yeah.
Your 500th show with Revenge of the Psychotronic Man.
Yeah,
And you're in your hometown.
yeah. It's a weird chain of events. It's total coincidence as well. Like when this tour got booked, Big An's worked out how many gigs we'd done. He was like, oh, the 500th gig's going to fall in the middle of the TNS tour. Someone else booked the first few dates and then passed it on to me. We got asked to do some extra ones. I did Stafford and yeah, coincidence.
And here you land
Struck,
back in the
yeah.
place where you've grown up. And
Yeah.
so tell me about TNS, because a lot of people may not have heard about TNS Records, and you guys are actually quite prolific with your releases.
Yeah, it's a DIY punk label based in Manchester. We're up to release 61. We basically set it up to, I'm being sworn at again, I'm just getting abused.
Come over here and do it on camera.
We set it up to release music for bands we like. Started off with a compilation, and then over the last few years it's kind of grown, and we're getting to the point now where we can release something, and most of the time we get enough money off that to release something else. And it's all still DIY, it's all still like every sale really counts for us, but yeah, it's good. We've got a lot coming up this year as well. So
Definitely. I've been watching all the coming up and pre-release and all of that, and there's really some good stuff coming out. And no. And if somebody wants to buy something off of TNS Records?
TNSrecords.co.uk, but it's in a variety of places as well. We try and get it in loads of distros. We've got the distro out tonight, this gig, so some gigs will have the distro out. At Manchester Punk Festival will have the full distro out as well.
You're really good at segues, because that's what I wanted to ask about next.
I'm on it.
Manchester Punk Festival, I've been to it. It's a brilliant thing. How long have you been doing it now?
This one's the third one. So, yeah, Manchester Punk Festival. We used to do a TNS all day every year, and it got to the point we did the TNS 10-year birthday party, and we nearly sold out Sound Control, which was mind-blowing at the time. And we didn't really kind of want to go any smaller. We thought, like, let's make it a bit bigger. So we tried to set up a Manchester festival. To start with, we tried to get basically anyone we could think of who'd ever put on a gig in Manchester to get involved. And it was a too many cooks sort of situation. So in the end, just a few of us like that maybe had worked together before got involved. So it was Anarchistic Undertones and Moving North and TNS. And we said, let's have a go at doing a festival, see what happens, do it collectively, try and... We always felt there was a bit of a... In Manchester, there's so much going on. There wasn't as much crossover at gigs as there could be. And part of that's because everyone can't go to everything and there's something on every night of the week. But we thought there's bands that are playing TNS gigs that people who go Moving North gigs or love and vice versa. And I thought it'd be nice to see if we could sort of mix our crowds up and, yeah, it kind of seems
Getting
to have
catcalls
worked.
even?
Yeah. So it seems, yeah, it's good. Like, so 7 of us set up this collective and loads of people have got involved. It couldn't work with just the 7 of us, and yeah, it's good.
And it is.
Sold out last year.
It sold out last year, and this year you're very close to selling out with an increased capacity. And it's spread over what, 4 venues, is it?
Yeah, I'll have to count. I think it's more 6 venues now, I think. Yeah, so it's Thursday night, we've got Retro Bar and Zombie Shack. And then Friday night, we've got Sound Control, Zombie Shack, Zoo, and Saturday we've got Zoo, Sound Control, Gorilla, Zombie Shack, and Black Dog. I can't remember what it's called now. But there's 2 floors in Sound Control, so 6 stages over 5 venues.
And they are all located very close to each other, so it's no running halfway across town to get to the gig. And how many bands are going to be playing this year's?
80 bands.
80 bands, 3 days. This man is going to be exhausted by the end of it. And when is it held?
And 20th, 21st and 22nd of April, I think.
It is, yes.
Thursday,
And
Friday and Saturday that week.
and tickets are what? 40 are they?
30.
30.
They were 20 for the early birds. 20 for the early birds, 25 for the early birds, and the 35 on the door if there's any left.
If there's anything left, which I really don't think there will be.
I don't know. We'll see. Because we've increased the capacity, so like we would be sold out if we had the same capacity as last year, but so we'll see. Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. And if anybody wants to buy tickets, they can get them from the TNS website or...
ManchesterPunkFestival.co.uk.
Got that one, manchesterpunkfestival.co.uk. And what are you planning for next year with it? Have you even thought that far ahead?
I'm just trying to stay afloat at the moment. So I've got a full-time job, TNS tour, and MPF, and then after TNS tour, we're a Revenge tour in Europe as well. So
Revenge of the Psychotronic Man is then going off to Europe. Where are you going?
Germany, Belgium, and Netherlands.
Lovely. Love those countries. I can't speak tonight.
Europe's only ever been good for us.
Yeah. And that's your 4th time there, or am I remembering wrong?
I'm not sure actually. Maybe more, maybe like 6.
They've been there a lot, and the people like them. And that's understandable because you guys put on an incredible show, tons of energy, fun music. things you do that I like the best is you promote supporting local venues.
Yeah. It's really important, isn't it? I think we wrote some songs about supporting local venues after Ducey Bridge closed down in Manchester.
That was a very bad thing when that closed.
Well, basically about 20 gigs had to be moved because someone said they were going to knock down a venue and turn it into a car park, and then it's still standing there boarded up when there's places that are struggling to put gigs on, and it could just be used. But I think the biggest issue we have, well, from a music perspective, like we can't exist as a band, TNS can't exist, Manchester Punk Festival can't exist, and numerous DIY projects can't exist without venues. That's really sad on that level. But I think it's a bit deeper than that, because they're the places where like sort of left thinking, alternative people socialise, share ideas, and without that you lose communities, you lose people sharing ideas, and I think it's a lot worse than just losing places to go and watch a band, isn't it?
You lose a lot of creativity and the energy of a city as well, because people aren't able to get together in one group.
Especially with somewhere like Manchester as well, which has got this like massive musical heritage. And I like part of the reason I moved to Manchester is because of the music scene. I wanted to get involved in a bigger city where there was stuff happening, and the art scene as well, because I teach art. That's part of the reason I moved here. And if you lose all of that stuff, it's just anywhere, isn't it? It's just...
Exactly. And so we're still fighting. We still have venues in Manchester. And we've got this lovely little venue here in Stafford, which is an unusual spot.
Absolutely bizarre for me, because I grew up here. And I left here when I was 19. I'm 37 now. And this used to be a nightclub on 3 levels. Hi. But it was 21 to get in, so I'd been like a few times when I was underage, but there was another nightclub across town where you could go when you were 15 or whatever. So
that one you knew.
I remember this place, and I've been here a handful of times when it was a nightclub, but it's kind of bizarre. It's all so familiar, but like I guess it's the best part of 20 years since I've seen it. And
for your 500th gig is going to be here. And a packed crowd, sold out, so can't complain.
Can't complain at all.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the time, Andy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I've heard of him, that bald geezer with a camera.